How are you guys working out the free-to-play in terms of what's available for people to purchase versus what's going to be there for people to play through?
Free-to-play, it is a real free-to-play game. You'll be able to play through the entire experience completely for free. And then the things that we're going to be selling are going to be stuff that just kind of overall enhances your experience that you have. Things that aren't mandatory at all in order we aren't going to sell power, we aren't going to sell special levels or anything like that. The stuff that we're going to do is mainly just stuff that is completely optional. And a lot of the stuff that we're going to sell, we're also going to have the ability to actually earn in the game. So.
Now we're here surrounded by comic book artists everywhere you look. Talk about who you worked with from Marvel to craft this story.
The story is being written by Brian Michael Bendis, and it's a unique story just for this particular game. It's the only place you can find the story. He's written a lot of different things. Call him a superscribe. He's written so much, so we're very excited about that story. We're also working with Marvel. They've introduced us to a variety of artists that have done a bunch of comic books for them in the past, and we're using them to draw the motion comics. The story is being written by Brian Michael Bendis, but the comics are being drawn by a variety of these different artists. And some very, very famous ones. And then we also have voiceover that is being done. Marvel introduced us to a bunch of people that have done voice work for their animated series and for the movies and like everything like that. And we're using the voices of a lot of famous people that have played these characters before. And so it really is a very true Marvel experience. We work very closely with Marvel on knowing what's coming up in their lineup and how we can kind of integrate those events into ours. They've got us in contact with a lot of people they work with, and they're working on this project. And so we hope to create a real, genuine Marvel experience.
Will this be a story that will have different points where something ends and something new starts in terms of the online world?
Yeah, there is. The story revolves around Dr. Doom has the Cosmic Cube, which is the Tesseract from the Avengers movie, and so there is a story that you play through, and it has an ending. Sort of. It is a live service. It's like when the game is just starting when we go live. So that's just the beginning of where we're going with this. We have years to go, and we're going to be adding to the game all the time and updating it and things like that. So there'll be lots to experience.
And how deep is the customization when it comes to people being able to create their own Marvel superheroes?
We do not allow you to create your own superhero in the game. You play as the Marvel superheroes, and we did this for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, these characters I know and I love, and they have relationships, and there's all sorts of great things we can do with story and social interaction with other people and stuff like that. If you're creating your own hero, oftentimes you'll be running through a level with the Herc instead of the Hulk, or Captain USA instead of Captain America, or Captain Firepants, for God knows who the hell that is, right? So we wanted to, instead of having our game filled with characters like that, we wanted to be filled with the characters we know and we love and we've read about and we relate to and understand, and I think that creates a deeper, richer experience for everybody.
But you can customize these guys to a degree.
You can customize these guys to a large degree. There's a lot of things about them that will be customizable. The path you take through, when you level up, and the powers that you focus on and things like that. The stats will be randomly adjusted because the items that you acquire are randomly generated, and the look, the actual physical look that you have, the costume, will also be, we have hundreds of costumes in the game. In fact, we've got Thing behind us here in his Future Foundation suit, and Thing has a variety of different ways that he can look, and so you'll unlock these patterns which will go into your costume closet, and then we have a crafting game that allows you to create a costume that combines stats with the look. You get to determine what look it is. Stats are randomly generated, so it's kind of the best of both worlds, and your guy can look like you want him to.